Here's the Midnight Raven, and today it is April the 8th, and I thought we would walk around the graveyard and talk random stuff for maybe 10-15 minutes, as it is a beautiful day. I'm dressed in my little green coat that you saw me get from a charity shop recently. Amazing little find, I might add. Hopefully you can hear me because it is incredibly windy today. I didn't really know what to chat about today. I've been to the charity shop, found another pound dress, guys, and I got myself a cheeky little cake from the bakery. I did a massive gym session last night, so I deserve a little treat. So I got myself a cornflake crunch, which is basically pastry, jam, and cornflakes. So kind of like I suppose you could call it a breakfast cake because it's got cornflakes on it. It's kind of an old school cake from the UK, like a nice cornflake crunch or a cornflake tart, they're sometimes called. But yeah, let me show you just how beautiful we are looking today. I can't turn the camera while I'm filming because it's really difficult. I don't know whether I can or not. I can take pictures, but it doesn't really let me change the camera while I'm filming, so you're just going to have to look at my beautiful face for 15 minutes. But church in the background, doesn't that look stunning? Look, see, look, that look good? Beautiful church. Near enough fits in my camera. I'm not very good at filming, I must admit. And every time I come to film in the graveyard, they're bloody mowing it. Every time. Why can't they mow it at the weekends? Or just when I'm not here? So I wanted to show you the little daffies are out. I'm going to walk this way. Hopefully you can hear me over the very noisy, inconsiderate people that are mowing. I came here today because it was sunny. Recently it's been so horrible, the weather. But the really high winds, unfortunately, have decimated the beautiful daffodils. They are, I don't know if you can see, they are bent right over. They've been obliterated, unfortunately. When I took pictures of this the other day, you would have seen pictures of it. It looked beautiful, and they've just been pushed over. The wind just desecrated the daffodils, unfortunately. They've been pushed and prodded. I'm going to go sit by my tree if possible. And I wanted to show you just how beautiful the graveyard looks. When it's a beautiful day, because people always say, why do you go to graveyards and what's the whole graveyard fascination? And it isn't really a fascination with graveyards. It's just that, honestly, when you have a hustly and bustly life where you have to go to work, you have kids, you're taking constant phone calls and shit like that, sometimes you just want a bit of peace and quiet. And where do you find a bit of peace and quiet? Well, you go to where everyone is dead, obviously. Now, this is my favourite spot. This is my tree. So my tree is in here. And I know what you're going to say. It's not your tree. Well, no, it is, actually. It's my tree. This is my tree. These trees here are where I sit generally. I generally sit over here. There's a gravestone just there. Don't know if you can see it. There. There's a gravestone there, and I like to sit on there underneath the trees and just ponder, because it is such a beautiful area under here. And especially when you go to the graveyard, every time I go it tends to rain and it gives you shelter. Plus, this one has tons of squirrels usually. They're usually right the way up and you never get to see them. The best time to come and see the squirrels is dusk, because they come down and they start foraging. I don't think we're going to see any today. Also, you also see bunnies in this area. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, when I'm filming, you can hear the peacocks that sound like meowing, squawking cats. You'll have heard them on live streams before. They make a kind of weird noise. They're like meowing cats. I've done live streams before where people are like, what on earth is that? That's a peacock. They have like a really weird meowing call, and they actually live over there in the doctor's surgery, in their garden and the surrounding houses, and they just walk around. They're white peacocks and coloured peacocks, and they just hang out. We'll go over to that side, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear them at all. Also, you usually get to see rabbits. I don't know if we'll get to see any today. The rabbits come out, but it's really hard to see the rabbits during the day. They're more of a nightly thing, like dawn or dusk. It's probably your best bet for a rabbit, but we might see some. You never know. You do get the occasional bunny that, pop its little head. Usually they hang along like the outer lines of the graveyard. They do come in, but they tend to hide in these little more denser parts than anywhere else. It is beautiful today. You've obviously got all your daffodils, and then you got these beautiful trees, which is what I wanted to show you, while also being on bunny watch, because obviously Anna, my friend from America, she loves her bunnies, and we obviously want to catch the bunnies. But here you have little blossom trees, which look really cute. It's what my other cat was named after, who died. She was called Blossom, because I got her in the springtime, and I thought that Blossom was a really cute name. And I used to have cherry blossom trees in my garden when I was little, and I thought that was a really cute name. And then my other cat, which is still alive, called Midnight, we got him near Halloween, so I called him Midnight. So, but yeah, you've got the beautiful blossom trees. The grounds itself are very, I know I'm annoyed at the fact that they're coming while I'm filming. How dare they? It's well looked after, well maintained. You usually get rabbits, the odd squirrel. We saw a hedgehog when we did some late night filming, which was kind of cool. It was really hard to see him because, unfortunately, it's very hard to light up a hedgehog, and I didn't really want to disturb him. Not many bunnies today, although it may be leveret season. They may be, getting ready to have some litlins. I know duck season is rife at the minute. But I'm sure maybe there are some tiny bunnies around, maybe. They do get the ducklings as the months go on. You'll get some little ducklings chilling out and hanging about. Whether we'll see any today, I don't know. We haven't seen any bunnies yet, which does surprise me, because generally the bunnies are out, but they are cutting the grass, so maybe not as much. And they are strimming, so maybe it's just put the bunnies off. But no, the answer to the question of why I go to the graveyards is because it's quiet when there aren't workmen. Generally, it's a really quiet place to come, and serene. And the bunnies also generally hide around here, in this little bit and along there. It's really like dense. And as you go around, you can see little holes they've made all over. And then when they come and cut the grass, it kind of fills them in. But it is a beautiful day. I don't really have any plans. As you all know, I am still off work, awaiting counselling and blood tests and a manner of stuff. And I come here, just to chill, to relax, to hang out sometimes, spend anywhere up to an hour. But doesn't look like we're going to get any bunnies today. Oh, sorry to disappoint you all. We might get a few ducks in a minute. But yeah, with them cutting the grass, unfortunately, I think the bunnies are in hiding. But yeah, it's a shame. I was hoping for bunnies, but you can't have everything. And again, the church itself is beautiful. I'm not religious in any way, but you could admire the architecture, I guess. Um, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any bunnies. I think the strimmers put a hold on that, which is a shame. Um, but yeah, no bunnies. But it doesn't matter. We've got some quackies we can film. And we'll have to try and film the bunnies a different time when they're not digging at all, because you can't see them. But we do have some quacks. So let me see if I can get the quacks in the footage. So here we have the Residents Association, the Quackers, as they're well known as. Anything you want to say, boys? Their rituals are sitting in the sun and moving from one spot to the other as the sun moves around the graveyard. It's a very full life they lead. I must admit that the dedication ducks have to moving with the sun takes a lot of effort. But yeah, here's some of the resident quacks. There are tons of them generally, but I believe they are probably down the duck pond as it is baby season. I do have some duck seed at my house, so what I might do is either tomorrow or the next day we'll go film the baby ducks down at the duck pond and we'll give them a little feed, and I'll make that one of my videos for the week. We'll go film the ducks for either day 9 or day 10. But again, I do love how a churchyard looks in the sun. You know, death is a glum thing, but if you come to a graveyard during the day, as solemn as it is to be in a graveyard, it can also be a beautiful thing. And let's not forget the birds that hang out and, as you can hear, make their random tweety noises and keep us entertained. But there are great little shady bits like this that are just untapped beauty, basically, in my eyes. You know, although a graveyard is a somber place and it is a place of mourning and death, it doesn't have to be. It can be a sign of joy and life, with rabbits and birds and squirrels and happy people celebrating someone's life rather than mourning it. Okay, I'm not telling you to like jump up and down someone's dead, obviously. But sometimes you can celebrate their life rather than mourning their death. That's why I love graveyards. I think it's beautiful. And I implore you to go to a graveyard and sit for half an hour during the day when it's beautiful and tell me you don't feel a sense of calm and solemnness, and you don't sit there and reflect on either your life or the passing of somebody who you know or miss. It can be really, really therapeutic as well. I find it good therapy to come to a graveyard and just chill. But if you want to like and subscribe, give us a big thumbs up. Support the channel with a PayPal, super chat, or super thanks. Comment down below. Do you just go sit in a graveyard like me, or do you film graveyards? Do you find it weird? Let me know. And I'll see you very soon. I love you all. See you tomorrow where we may feed the ducks. Bye, guys.